Good morning, students. In last class, we discussed about the atmosphere, the definition of atmosphere, and the gases, water vapor, dust particles, etc. And now here structure of atmosphere. Structure of the atmosphere. In previous classes, we also discussed about the chapter number 5, minerals and the rock cycle. Here the diagram of the rock cycle drawn on blackboard. And now here structure of the atmosphere. Structure of the atmosphere. Totally here environment. Yeah, total here atmosphere. Atmosphere can be divided in 5 layers. 5 layers for the study of the atmosphere. Like here the structure of the interior part of the earth divided into 3 part: crust, mantle and core. And here the structure of the atmosphere divided in the 5 layers. First here the tropopause, second stratopause, third here mesosphere. Sorry, first troposphere, second is stratosphere, number 3 mesosphere, number 4 thermosphere or ionosphere, and the number 5 is exosphere. The total here the 5 layers of the atmosphere here. First troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the exosphere. And here towards the height, towards the upper here, the temperature and the density and temperature decrease. Density and the temperature decrease according to height. Here density and temperature decrease. Here totally here the upper the part of the lithosphere. Here start the air, and totally all we are live in the troposphere. And here the generally event of related to weather and the climate changes also held on troposphere. And the height of the troposphere from the bottom to upper side, approx here 8 kilometer on 8 kilometer on polar region, and here 18 kilometer on equator. Then here the average height of the troposphere from the land part to upper part, here the approx 13 kilometer. The average height of the troposphere 13 kilometer. And here the troposphere is the thin at polar region approx 8 kilometer, and here the thickness is more than here approx 18 kilometer, and the average height of the troposphere is 13 kilometer. And in troposphere also here the found water vapor, dust particle, and any other. Then according to height the water vapor and the dust particle also decreasing. The amount of the water vapor and the dust particle also decreasing. And the tropopause, the main characteristic of the troposphere here NLR. What is NLR? NLR normal lapse rate. The normal lapse rate. Here the temperature decrease according to height. Here the temperature decrease approx then 160 kilometer height, then temperature decrease 1 degree Celsius, or that is called the NLR. The temperature decrease according to height. When here bottom to upper side here the temperature decrease 165 meter here 1 degree Celsius. Clear? And here tropopause divide the tropopause and the troposphere and the stratosphere. Stratosphere and the tropopause divided by the thickness, divided by the thin layer approx here 1 kilometer to 1.5 kilometer layer. This layer is known as the tropopause. The tropopause divide the stratosphere and the tropopause. Tropopause divide the stratosphere and the troposphere. Now here from 18 km to 50 km the layer second, 18 km to 50 km the layer second name is the stratosphere. And the main characteristic of this layer here the temperature here approximately equal in this layer. And what here also found a ozone layer. The ozone layer protect us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. But here the pollution increase, then ozone layer depletion start, and here the major problem create for the all these vegetation and the human and the creature of earth. Like here the human also, we have also facing the problem related to ozone layer depletion. And here then ozone layer here the protect us from the ultraviolet rays, and the part of the ozone layer approx 20 km to 35 km, 20 km to 35 km, and here temperature increase in this part of, in stratosphere here the temperature is equal, but here in this part here the ozone layer and the ozone layer approx 20 km to 35 km, here temperature increase. Then here what we consider here the 0 degree, and here the time is increase, and here decrease. In troposphere here temperature decrease according to normal left rate NLR. Clear? And stratosphere here temperature equal, but in where found the ozone layer temperature increase. And the mesosphere and the stratosphere separated by the stratopoles. Here the tropopoles, here the stratopoles approx 1 to 1.5 km thickness here, and from 50 km to 80 km, 50 km to 80 km, here this layer name is the mesosphere, and this layer divided by a separated by this layer separated by stratosphere. This layer is separated by stratosphere and knows this boundary as the name stratopoles. And in mesosphere here the quality of this characteristic of this mesosphere here the temperature is decreasing rapidly. Here the temperature decrease in the mesosphere, and approx here minus 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature approx 100 degrees Celsius found, minus 100 degree the temperature decreases rapidly in mesosphere. Clear? Next here thermosphere also known as the ionosphere. In thermosphere total height of the thermosphere 80 km to 400 km. 80 km to 400 km. In thermosphere temperature is decreasing. In thermosphere temperature is increasing here. Temperature is increasing in thermosphere. Here in thermosphere found the electrically charged particles, and these electrically charged particles known as the ion. And found here the ion, this layer also known as the ionosphere. This layer is also known as the ionosphere. Then here the ion found, then here the electrically charged particles found, also here the start the temperature increasing in this layer. This layer is 80 km to 400 km. Above the 400 km here the layer, the name is exosphere, and this exosphere at last here in the space. Clear? The upper layer is a exosphere, and in exosphere also the temperature is increasing. But here about the exosphere, no here proper facts available for the study. Mainly here in troposphere and the stratosphere, generally the scientists study of these both layer, troposphere and the stratosphere. The total here the 5 layers of structure of atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. And troposphere and the stratosphere divided by the tropopause, stratosphere and the mesosphere divided by the stratopause, and mesosphere and the thermosphere divided by the mesopause. And here the temperature and the density is decreased according to height. And here elements of the atmosphere also like here atmosphere also elements of weather and climate. What is weather? Here the short-term condition of the atmosphere known as the weather, and the long-term condition of the atmosphere known as the climate. The average weather condition also known as the climate. And we will discuss about the elements of the climate and weather. In next chapters, like here the temperature, pressure, etc. Clear? In this video we discuss about the structure of the atmosphere.